librarian marries Khal Drogo. There's a key moment in the book where Khal Drogo presents her with a beautiful silver filly, and she mounts up this silver and she rides off on it. And you know, there's a moment of tension. My God, is she trying to get away from this marriage? Is he fleeing Khal Drogo? She's run away, and then she turns the horse around, and she comes running back, and she leaps over this huge fire that's in the middle of the camp. And Khal Drogo is very admiring of her, but she showed such courage and, you know, handling the horse and rode well, and leaped over this big fire. So that's in the books. We tried to do that when we filmed the pilot, and we got what was supposed to be one of the most expert stunt riders in all of Europe, and a wonderfully trained stunt horse that specialized in leaping. And that horse said, "No, I'm not jumping over that fire. I'm just not jumping over that damn fire." And they tried it, you know, half a dozen times, and the horse would approach the fire and then go right, go left, and wouldn't just jump over that fire. So then the director said, "Well, we'll get around that. We will put the fire out, and the horse will jump over the sticks, and then we'll put the fire in with CGI." And then they tried that, and the horse said, "No, fire used to be there. I'm not jumping over those sticks too. I remember they were burning just a little while ago." So finally, it was like the sun was coming up, and it was supposed to be a nice thing. We had to cut that whole the fire thing. So sometimes horses, you can change that. But anyway, we had to eliminate the horses. We did get very lucky. Lucky for us, not lucky for one of the other people involved. But we had a director assigned to direct this episode, Blackwater, and even after we eliminated the chain and the trebuchets and the bridge of ships and all these huge set pieces and the horses that were so much a crucial part of the gigantic scene of the book, it was still daunting, and the number of extras and the giant sets we had to build and the ships and all of the things that were involved in that scene. And the director that was assigned to this and had been working on it kept saying, "I don't think we can do this in the time. I don't think we can do it for this budget. Let's cut this thing. Let's cut that thing." You know, David and Dan went to HBO a couple times, and they got another $500,000 here and another $500,000 there, putting them all into this. And the director was still saying, "No, we got to cut more." And then, you know, sadly, unfortunately, there was a death in the director's family. And with a week to go before the show, he had to drop out. And we were really faced with a crisis here. The biggest show of the season was about to start filming in 1 week, and we had no director. But we went out and we got Neil Marshall, a wonderful British action director, who those of you who are fans of the genre know from his wonderful horror movie, The Descent, his movie Centurion about the Roman legions, Dog Soldiers, a great low-budget British werewolf movie. Neil Marshall is an incredible director, and he's especially an incredible director of action. And Neil came in with 1 week to go, and he looked at the script. I said, "Well, this is pretty good, but let's add something here, and let's add something else here, and let's add something else here." And they said, "Well, you can't afford it." "Well, yes, we can. I'll figure out a way to do it." And he did. He figured out a way to do it, and he instead of cutting things, he added things, and he couldn't add back everything that, you know, the ships and the trebuchets and all of that, but he certainly brought an incredible thing to it, and I'm still pissed off that he wasn't nominated for an Emmy for this script. He was nominated 2 years later for a different script, and he deserved it. But he didn't win, but at least he was nominated. But on this one, he didn't get that, but he should have. He's an amazing director, and one that I hope to work with again. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you Blackwater here, and then after that, I'm going to come here and we'll do some question and answers.